was once this, then there was this, and then there was this. You read the title and you're thinking, what do you mean? Spider-Man 3 was absolute shit. It wasn't that bad in my opinion, but to say it's actually smarter than one realizes is saying a lot. Especially coming from a movie that has an actual dance number.
Now dig on this.
As well as some pretty weak acting from James Franco, when he's usually so bombastic.
Tell it to my father. Raise him from the dead.
You knew this was coming, Pete.
I've never felt better.
How's the pie?
So good.
Now for Spider-Man 3, we have to look back at its past. Spider-Man 1 was a good movie, especially after the pretty good start to the X-Men franchise in 2000. Spider-Man came 2 years after and absolutely dominated, showing off a colorful, fresh side to superhero movies. Then Spider-Man 2 premiered, and it was flat out amazing. I actually remember watching it in theaters. It became one of the best superhero movies ever. The thing that had a hand in destroying Spider-Man 3 unintentionally was Batman Begins, a movie that shattered the superhero movie genre for good. It gave a down-to-earth, hardcore tone, and it was a really dark, gritty reboot. Then Spider-Man 3 came along, and it felt like the previous two movies. Maybe even wackier. The darkness that became the new standard for superhero movies for a while really hurt Spider-Man 3. And another thing that hurt was the director, who, while a fantastic director, ceded to the loud, obnoxious fanboys everywhere. They wanted Venom, he gave them Venom. Now Spider-Man 3 became this mess that we have now, and there's no denying that it has its problems, but it truly is smarter than you think.
Yeah.
A huge gripe that people have with Spider-Man 3 is that Topher Grace was cast as Eddie Brock, or Venom. Instead of being this huge, hulking guy from the comics, he became this scrawny little guy, who's not intimidating at all. What is cool about this, even though they could have done it better, is that Eddie Brock is almost like an evil Peter Parker. Think about it. He's a skinny dude who takes pictures for the Bugle, but he's an asshole, and he's self-centered. Or is he?
I want a staff job, sir. I have a girl that I intend to marry, and I guess, I don't know, I have this stupid little dream. This is front page stuff.
Okay, I've got to practice. I'll see you later, okay?
How about tonight?
Not tonight.
Why not? What about that amazing night that we had?
We had coffee, Eddie.
The movie almost makes it seem like Peter's the bad guy, not caring about his relationship with Mary Jane at all, making him the stupidest boyfriend ever. This someone adds to your care for Eddie Brock as a character. You can tell that this is a man who has fallen to the lowest of lows and had to cheat his way to the top.
Look, I'm begging you. If you do this, I will lose everything. There's not a paper in town that will hire me.
You should have thought of that earlier.
What you really do see in the movie is the good and bad in every person. We have the good side of Peter Parker.
Hey, we were pretty good in the backyard, weren't we?
We were terrible. And we tried out for the varsity team.
For the cheerleaders.
Right.
And his bad side. We also have Harry's good and bad side. When he's got amnesia,
Oh my God, yours feels so good.
I know that face.
and when he's pure evil.
I don't know. I want to see you.
If you want Peter to live, you're gonna do something for me.
We also have Eddie Brock's good and bad sides, when he's normal and when he's Venom. The point of the movie is about revenge and forgiveness.
Uncle Ben meant the world to us, but he wouldn't want us living 1 second with revenge in our hearts. It's like a poison. It can take you over. Before you know it, turn us into something ugly.
People have two sides, the good and evil side. Anyone can be corrupted by negativity and hatred. Another important topic is how public perception frames these characters. While Spider-Man might seem like a grandiose superhero, he's just a guy from Queens who still can't believe what's happening to him. Sandman is pegged as a monster, but he's really just a man trying to save his daughter. Public perception plays a huge factor in molding what characters will become. Spider-Man becomes alienated after a supposed image from the Daily Bugle shows him stealing money from a bank. This has people worried. Public perception changes to one of disgust. Mary Jane has her spotlight taken away from her after her name is removed from her play, and there basically is no more public perception for her, as she is now no longer famous. She is now just another person walking through New York. But let's get back to forgiveness and revenge. Almost every character wants revenge on another. Peter wants revenge on Flint for killing his uncle. Harry wants revenge on Peter for killing his father. Flint wants revenge on Peter for not letting him save his daughter and trying to kill him. And Eddie wants to get revenge on, guess who? Peter, for taking away everything he had. These characters have a choice, like Aunt May said, to either forgive or let revenge take over. All of them forgive except for Brock, and revenge ends up destroying him. To be fair, this movie has its bad moments. I thought the dance routine was fine. It's like a wackier version of Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head from Spider-Man 2. It fit alright into Raimi's Spider-Man Trilogy. Now, one gripe that people also have is the movie's 3 endings. Viewers complain that, this could have been an ending, and this could have been an ending, and this could have been an ending. Where's the part where Spider-Man swings at the end? Now, if you're saying this, you haven't been paying attention. This is the end of the conflict, the resolution. The resolution also continues in this scene. One could argue that this is a type of afterword from the author being Peter, who also started the movie with a foreword. And lastly, this is the epilogue. Though usually the afterword comes after the epilogue, this scene is devastatingly important. Why?
You know what? I'd like to sing on stage for the rest of my life with you in the first row.
I'll be there.
Tell me you love me.
I love you. I love you so much. I always have.